I'm gonna do this as a YouTube video. I might post this shit, but probably won't say too much. So get to this weird 6 women who have orgasm. Alright, what?
I've
Like,
orgasmed.
I've
What?
orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
hold on. Let's see who the fake one. Let's see who the fake one in this motherfucker. Now this one, and this one, they look like mamas. So they probably gonna have one of them, at least. Nah, I feel like it's her. They been taking drugs, bro. But I feel like this white girl right here. One right here. Shit. Top middle. Like top right here. I was thinking her too. Okay. Put your bets, old man. Put your bets. Shit. So let's bet this bitch out. Let's bet it up. Anybody can orgasm, but like if you look like you can't or look like you haven't, shit, you haven't. Yeah, we hear him out. Let's hear him out.
So I'll start with kind of like my ish. I kind of like stayed away from sex for a while, but then I went to college, had that college experience. It's kind of progressed a lot from there.
Was it your first orgasm in general or with someone else?
With someone else.
For me personally, I was never really concerned with like dating or a relationship, and then I met this guy in class, and our first hookup like did not go as planned, as I feel like it never does.
Yeah.
Then I like came out to California and I started like dating, and I think
I
that's
don't see any LGBT types in here. I can probably see her. She probably won.
when like
But I ain't gonna judge.
my
I ain't gonna
first
judge. I ain't gonna
orgasm.
judge
I feel like there were times where like you fake it, cause like you know you might love him or you might not love him, and it's like let me just do what I can in this moment.
There was something just sus about her. She's too sweet to be able to like say her piece in bed. I didn't finish because of a partner until I realized I was lesbian. So I was just like with guy after guy after guy, and I was like, why isn't this working? Something's just not clicking. And I definitely thought it was like something about me or my body. Like I thought I was being difficult. And then I was like, oh, it's not a me thing like at all.
Yeah.
4 years ago was when I got sexually active, and my first time also was terrible. It was at this situationship.
Wait, so when did you have your first orgasm?
With a partner would be 4 years ago when I was in that situationship.
Oh, like even though it was like
Yeah,
not
that
great,
first
like
time
it
was
still
bad,
happened.
but we still, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you think, shoot, I wish I stopped after
I take back what I said.
yeah.
I didn't have my first orgasm with a partner till I
What
was
the
like
fuck?
21.
Lord.
Yeah.
I didn't have my first.
Ooh, woo. What she got? Bang and bang.
First orgasm with a partner till I was
Yeah,
like
for me, though.
21. I feel like that goes into a lot of sex education and being taught like sex is for like babies and not to achieve orgasm. But it happened.
Yeah.
And now
Citizenship?
it's happening.
I would say the
Shit, I
first
don't
time I
know.
actually orgasmed with a partner, I was 21. It was just kind of funny because I
21.
didn't think I was gonna lose it until I like got married. I'm like third generation, like hyper religious family, so.
Like, I want to know what that shit feel like. Cause ain't dudes can have this same shit too. Cause if dudes can have it, I don't think I had one. Did I? No. Yeah, of course. Like, but how though? Like, I'm like, how does it work? How did you like achieve that goal? I'm thinking the fat white girl, the lesbian, or the bigger black girl so far. I'm still going with the white girl right here. Right here.
Church girls.
I like purity
Literally,
That's
yeah.
facts.
Like, it was rough.
Especially the black girl.
She was like giving me like young, innocent vibes.
Just off of like initial stories, I felt like hers was the most vague.
Something she said threw off my gaydar. I'm usually really good at detecting women who go both ways, so that was a surprise.
God damn.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, bye, Mia.
Bye.
Just based off of the first initial take, it's kind of hard to relate to my story, or it seems very like fantastical or weird. So it kind of makes sense.
I have a question. What was your best sexual experience?
Sexual experience or best orgasm?
Ooh. I would say, I like saying like experience.
You want to share first?
Sure. I would say actually recently I went for my friend's birthday.
Fun.
And we went out to a bar. That was my first time going home with somebody.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was my favorite for sure, just because the spontaneity of it. And the guy was older, so he just really knew what he was doing.
Okay. I feel like mine.
I'm
isn't,
I'm listening
like,
for real.
best
Hold on, I'm
one
listening.
to go off
I'm
of, but
listening.
it was the best experience for me. I was on my period, so maybe TMI. I don't know. But
That's TMI.
there was just something about her. I was like, I don't care, you don't care, and then it just happened, and I was like,
That's hot, yeah.
ugly face, everything.
Did she fuck on her period? I won't say too much. I won't say too much.
Guys where they're like, like we
won't
need
say
to
too much.
stop. So I've had multiple experiences years back with older men, like mid 30s to 40s. There was one experience, it was just like, it wasn't planned, like it was just in the moment, and like he just knew what he was doing, and it's like the like, like grabbing me and like just taking, yes.
I've been in theater. That doesn't feel convincing to me.
I think for me was actually like a
Don't be
guy
afraid
that
to
I just
speak
met
that
in
mind,
college.
my
Me
boy.
and my friends always make a
Shit, I was gonna ask you done that before, nigga? Oh, both y'all done that before. Shit. Yeah. Yeah.
joke, like if they ask me where I'm going, like, oh, I'm gonna go see Rocket Ship, because that's what I called him. Like that's what it felt like.
Boy, you late to the story. Boy, we been past that, boy. Well, what you talking about?
In that moment when you never had an
been past that
orgasm and
shit.
it happens, I just feel like it's like stars, just
Yes.
like that's what it felt like to me. So
For me, this threesome I had with the well-known guy and his girlfriend, he had like a playlist like Drake and The Weeknd,
Yes, the vibe.
and like it was just it's
Hold on, wait. You're not gonna. He knew what he was doing in the moment seems planned. Twitch wasn't sending my shit. That's what. Oh shit. It ain't blocked, cause it don't be saying block on my shit. But like, in that moment, shit is kind of real though. So, cause I've been in the moment plenty of times. Shit, just like fuck, like we just yeah.
it's a lot
Just
of like,
y'all.
sexual tension in one space.
That's like the
It's
main
just-
part of it. I feel like it's not just like specifically the sex; it's the experience of it.
Exactly.
Because me specifically, like I'm not gonna come like just from like.
Well, that's
you
what I
know?
was gonna say is like I wouldn't say it was like the best sex of my life, but when I think like sexual experience, that's the first one because there was such a mood, and of course like since I'm like the guest star, I'm like extra
That's
paid
true.
attention
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
So I was like doing things. I was on like my head doing like a handstand.
I
like,
love it.
It was crazy.
So with that in mind, like what does an orgasm actually feel like to you? Because I said it feels like a rocket ship, like a spaceship.
Honestly, like for
But-
me,
But then again, easy answers, like not really, because if you done it, and them easy answers, you can just, yeah, if you know what I mean. Like, if it's easy, you can say what you have done. If that makes sense. If that
your
makes
body
sense.
like tenses up. How I kind of feels like melting sometimes, but then sometimes like if you change the momentum and it's slow, it feels like butterflies and bubble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like every orgasm to me is like definitely different.
Yeah.
One way of putting it is like I feel like I'm gonna pee. Like, I have to focus. Like, I have to, like, make it happen. Otherwise, like, if I stop thinking about it, then it's not, then it doesn't.
I'm the same.
I've heard some people like say that who aren't like really experienced sexually. So I was like, maybe she's just trying to go off like internet resources.
I feel like I honestly blank out. I feel like it's one of
It's an out-of-body experience.
I know everyone says it like is white hot, but I just blank out. I feel like it's just like one of the few times I can really like let go and just be present because my brain is just always going on.
So it depends if it's the first orgasm, because I have this thing where like once I come, I can like keep coming like 10 times like in a row.
Oh my
I've had
goodness.
orgasms where it's just like yours, where it's like I really had to like concentrate to get there, and then others where I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh my God, I had to listen to Celine Dion after. I was having a
It probably is her.
moment.
It probably is her. I feel like it's her. I feel like it's her. I feel like it's her. I'm gonna stick with my answer though.
Recollection
I'm gonna
of
stick with my
her
answer.
orgasm, it felt very like by the book.
I mean, stick with it. Her
I
right
was
here.
like, it's Sarah, Jada, but then Jada was like, oh, I call my guy Rocket Man. You only give nicknames to some good
Oh. I think I said something about it taking so long for me to get there with a partner. And then when I said church girl, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to play the game, please raise your hand at this time.
Okay, wait, I have a question. When did it come to the understanding, or if you always had it, where
Hey,
an
what the
orgasm was
fuck?
about both people?
I didn't know
would
she was still in the
say
game.
in college, because I
I'm
like
blanking
you,
out.
I wasn't
Tripping.
really into it sexually.
Because at the same time, I don't know how an adult female ain't come not once. But it's kind of suck. But it's like you can really just have just, you know. Like what you would call like a bad life, and you can't just find nobody. It makes sense. It does make
That's when I
a
was
little bit of
interested
sense.
in learning about other people, especially.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After I left my 4-year relationship, he had told me like, oh, no one's ever gonna love you. Like, no one's ever gonna wanna have sex with you again. Like, literally those words. And every partner after that, I've been like focused on them. Like, it's never been about me.
You were
It's
just
always
made
been
to
about how
reproduce.
can I please them.
I was
That's
thinking, okay,
facts.
well, maybe she switched tactics, and that's what really brings her pleasure, is bringing other people pleasure.
I was never really a sexual person anyway. Like, I had the purity ring. I was saving myself for marriage.
My answers were around church. I was raised
but it's
like
kinda cool,
super
though.
Catholic, and so for
We just made to reproduce. It's kind of cool. I don't know, bro. Maybe a medical condition, or maybe females just wired different from men. Oh, they are. Oh, they are. They are. Some females, boy. Phew. Oh.
me, it didn't even
They
really
different, they
conceive in
different.
my head that like, oh, this is for women too, because everything is so
Yes.
like serving for the man, cooking,
Right.
cleaning for the man, having a household for the man. I didn't even literally start like thinking like, I want to come too, till I was like 21, and that was
Yeah.
like our cultural influences and
I think
women
it's her.
talking about sex.
I think it's
and being
her.
more open.
It's for both people. It's not
Right.
just
I
like
think it's
me giving
No.
all to you, because I'm like, what am I here for?
I have a question. So how did you feel the first time someone was able to get you there? Like, especially because it sounds like a lot of us had religious backgrounds. Like, because I know the first time I felt it, it took me a second to feel okay.
Yeah.
And like, I remember during the whole process just feeling like I was being watched. Like, I have a lot of like deceased loved ones too. So like, just feeling like they were watching me.
Am I doing something bad?
Oh, you
Like,
guys!
I know. That's how that's what's like put in your mind.
It
though.
is.
Like,
It
Like
is.
mentally what you go through.
Then later on, it's like, shoot, they can watch what they watch.
Like reproduce, refer to social life.
One of the things was
Social
the
life,
white shirt. I
exploration,
don't know.
food
When I
and water.
think of white, I think of purity. She also said
I ain't gonna lie, the best part of life is food. And you can argue with me with that shit. It's food. Fuck sex, bro. I want food. Give me that food, nigga.
something about how she
want
wanted
that
to save
food.
herself for marriage. She had a purity ring. So I'm like, if you add all those things together,
Felt like she was kind of like talking a little too much and trying to explain her story to where we believed it. What? Okay. I felt like I was very authentic with my story. I think I talked a little more about my past experience with my Christianity, plus the white shirt. I think they kind of...
Shit, nigga, food is better than any woman. Facts. I ain't gonna lie, we gonna talk after this video. We gonna talk.
kind of went for that too.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have all voted the mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you all lose. In 3, 2,
I bet it's that other white girl.
1.
Ooh! Ooh!
Will the
I
mole
pick her.
please step forward?
I know it's her.
In
I
3,
know it's her.
2, 1.
I knew it!
There is no fucking way it was her. Did I say that? I could have sworn I said that shit too. Like, what the fuck? There's no way.
No, not you. I like to think I had intuition. When the light turned red and there was 3 of us, I was like, I knew it was Jada, and it wasn't.
I have never come from someone else giving that to me. I enjoy sex all the time. Nobody has really taken the time to learn how to make me come, I guess. So I love talking about sex because I think that there's this narrative that everybody should be able to come, and I don't. And I still have fun, and I still learn a lot about myself.
Wow, you got us good.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Never would have guessed.
My biggest goals today was to use my authentic experiences without inherently lying.
Probably should have paid more attention to her. Yeah, that's a woman that gets what she wants, and she did. Dang it.
Motherfucker got us all tricked. Oh, what? She win some money.
I wanted to come here today
How
to
much money she
show
won?
that sex is just so different for everybody, and you just have to find your way and you find your flow. And just because you have an orgasm doesn't mean that you don't have good sex.
I just hope everyone.
I would say something about that, but I ain't gonna say that. How much money she won?
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
I've orgasmed.
Damn, they ain't gonna tell me how much money she won? But shit, good video. That was a good video. Ooh. Oh shit. I mean.